Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lit Graphics by Tammy. I have been dying to make this channel for a very long time. So today we are about to make a urban ebook cover. Okay, I'm going to show you kind of like the beginner friendly type of cover that you can make. So if you are an author and you need a book cover for your book, you have clients or you want to start having clients and customers and things of that nature, and you just want to know how to get started, this is a very lucrative business. So first you will need Photoshop. I will try to put the links to everything in the bio because you will need Photoshop. I have I want to say it's 19.99 or 20.99. That is the version that I have. So once you open up your Photoshop, you will go ahead and press create new right here. This window will pop up. I have my settings already preset. So what you are going to do is come over here to your right hand side. All right, you can title your cover in the beginning if you would like. I personally don't title my covers until the end. Right here, make sure this drop down is set to inches. 6 by 9 is the typical cover size for book covers on Amazon. So if you're planning to publish on like Barnes and Noble or any other type of site, I don't know about those sites. This is specifically for Amazon. So the typical size is 6 by 9, but of course you can make your covers smaller or bigger depending on how big you or your customer want the book to be once it's printed. Okay, so for ebooks though, typical is 6 by 9. So resolution is 300 pixels slash inch. This is what you'll select here. Just kind of, pause your screen. Make sure yours looks just like mine. Once you have it completed, then go ahead and press create. All right. So the first thing that I always teach is to come over here, bottom left. Make sure that both of these boxes are black. And all I did, sorry, I'm moving fast like y'all not beginners. All I did was click this bottom box since mine's is white. And then you'll use your color picker right here where my mouse is and just drag it to the color that you would like and press OK. So now you have your blank black canvas. So this is a site that you can use. I'm going to go on my browser. You can go to pixels.com. It is completely free to use these photos. Up here, top right hand corner, boom, you have your license. Anytime you are using stock images, whether you are getting them for free or you are paying for them, make sure you read up on the license. So here it says what is allowed. All photos and videos on Pixels are free to use. All right. Period. So make sure you read about the licenses on any site. You can pause this screen here if you would like. They also have a section that lets you know what you can't do. So don't think y'all about to get these free photos and then go sell them on another website. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you read up on it. So what I like to type in, like I said, we're making an urban ebook cover. I already have a few photographers saved, but for the purpose of this video, where it says search, let's do beautiful black woman. I like to do woman versus women because I feel like when you type women or men, it'll give you like a group photo of people. Actually, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this drop down arrow here. Click it and then download. All right, this is my download right here. I'm going to close it. Now we're going to look for a male. So what I want you guys to do is look for a woman, a male, and a background. So now let's look for our male. Let's do handsome African American man. I like this. I'm going to go with this picture here. So I'm going to click where it says download right here, the little drop down arrow. Boom. So now I'm going to go to the search and type in, let's say, I like to do city background. And I kind of like mine when it's like at night typically. Let's go with maybe this one. All right. Also, let's see. This is basic you know, the basic version of this course tutorial, whatever, but I'm just gonna kick it up just a little bit. And I'm just gonna look for like a Maserati. Don't know how to spell it. I know it's gonna come up. Boom. Let's go with this one. All right, so now you will go back to Photoshop, File, Place Embedded, Downloads. Let's open our background first, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and tap it and press Place. So you see these little squares, all the white squares on the outer skirts of the photo. That is how you will stretch it. So I'm going to stretch this photo to fit my canvas. Once I have stretched it, I'm going to click this check mark here, and we are done with that. Come over to your right, double click on where it says, you know, the name of the photo, and let's just put city background or whatever type of background that you guys found. I clicked in this gray area right here to deselect. Go back to File, Place Embedded. We're going to get our picture of our girl. Press Place. Use that check mark. And then what I like to do is enhance the picture before I cut it out. So we're going to go to Filter, Camera, Raw, Filter. And then I don't have any specific type of rhyme or reason of how I move my texture, clarity, and dehaze. So you'll see what I mean. I just take a look here on my left. So as I'm moving it around, I just watch and pay attention to see what looks good. Then press OK when you're done. Now we are going to come to the Properties tab on my right hand side where my mouse is. Scroll down, click on Convert to Layers, and then click on Remove Background. It takes a few seconds, nothing major, boom. So now you'll press Control T or Command T as in Tom. I am on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command T so that this blue box can come up with the white squares all around it, and I'm going to stretch her out. Okay, so what I am going to do next is I noticed that her ponytail is missing in some spots, which is okay. So you want to click here where my mouse is. This is going to be your layer mask. You want to come over here to your erase tool. Make it as big or small as you need to by coming right here where this drop down is. Make it bigger. This is going to make your brush bigger. Let me show you. That was too big. See how big it is, or we can make it smaller. And then you're just going to fill in her pony. And this is pretty much just putting it back, if that makes sense. Y'all, I be sucking at explaining stuff. This is just filling her ponytail back in. Now, what I just saw when I zoomed in and went up by her neck area, I see there's some pieces of her background that's still there. That's okay. Make sure your layer mask is still selected, and you'll come back to your brush up here, right here, drop down that little arrow, and then this time we're going to make it a little smaller, and then we're just going to erase. Oh, mine's is a little too faint. I'm going to turn my flow up right here. I'm going to go to 100. All right. Boom. Just kind of, you know, trace the area. And then I'm going around her ponytail a little to get those red areas off. It's a little bit here around her neck. So yeah, just go through and trace any areas that you see need to be fixed. All right, y'all, so I believe I cleaned her up good enough. So I'm going to click here. This is my move tool right here. Boom. And I'm going to tap on our city background. Make sure it's highlighted on the left. Right, sorry. Make sure it's highlighted on your right. So anytime you click anything over here on your canvas, just make sure it's highlighted to make sure you're clicking on the right thing. So I'm going to click on that city background, go to Filter, Camera Raw, Filter. I just want to kind of enhance this image a little. press OK once you have the desired presets that you liked for your image. Now we're going to add our man. Go to File, Place Embedded, and you'll add your male. Press Place. Alright, I want him about this big because I want to cut off his eye, well, his eyes. So about right here, like that. Alright, press the check mark. Come over here to the right, double click where it says the name of that image, and we're going to put male model or whatever you would like to name it. Click in the gray area to deselect. All right, while he is still selected, go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter,